What's up, everybody? Mike here, and we just got some awesome news, an awesome reveal out of nowhere, just like random, kind of. But RGG was sort of hinting at something we wouldn't expect. And what I'm talking about, guys, is we got the amazing announcement of the next Like a Dragon game coming out early next year. Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. And this was announced at the RGG Summit as the next Yakuza game. So not only that, I'm super pumped because this particular game in the series stars none other than the wild card Goro Majima, and he's fighting pirates. Like, let's go. I mean, it makes sense in this quirky, wild, serious toned at times, or at least a lot of times, and funny universe that has been crafted by RGG Studios. It makes sense. I mean, he's already got the eye patch. I'm kind of surprised they didn't do this sooner, to be real. But yeah, it seems that Majima will be hunting down a lost treasure and perhaps even feature, ship combat in like a half Yakuza, maybe half Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag type of style, or at least in their own way of doing it, not necessarily looking or playing like Assassin's Creed 4 per se, but like this, be a Like a Dragon game at the end of the day. And it looks to directly feed off the story of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, with Majima dealing with repercussions caused by Ichiban Kasuga's involvement with the cult of Pelekana on the Nell Island. In this gameplay announcement trailer, as well as I believe some other gameplay that's been released, shows Majima fighting on the main Hawaii map from Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, alongside on ships and other new areas. Majima can fight in either the Mad Dog style or the Sea Dog style. And players can jump for the first time in the Yakuza series. That's, wow, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's insane. We've never been able to jump. Something that seems so simple as a action to do in video games and is a, game mechanic in many video games has never been a thing in Yakuza games or Like a Dragon games. And at the same time, this makes sense too, because I mean, RGG Studio, look at what their track record has been, the past few years or so. Like within the last 5 years, we have gotten Yakuza 4 Remastered, Yakuza 5 Remastered, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Judgment Remastered, Lost Judgment, Like a Dragon Ishin, Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name, and Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, which released earlier this year back in January. Like, they have been on it. They have been cooking. Now, I guess because these games are not super, maybe not super demanding in terms of taking a super long time to develop, that they're able to pump out these games, at least one game per year. Plus, they've probably, obviously hired on more staff, or enough staff to, accommodate the time they need for it, the schedules, and the resources to be handled, things like that. They've obviously must have got enough people and the right type of talented people to be able to pump out these games, because we had Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth come out earlier this year, and before that a smaller title in the Like a Dragon Gaiden, Man Who Erased His Name, back last year, I believe in November, and that was a shorter experience, a smaller type of title, which was fine. And now this one, which I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be as long as Infinite Wealth, and from what we can see from the gameplay, it's not going to be turn-based combat. So I imagine it's maybe going to be a similar game length as Like a Dragon Gaiden, maybe a little bit longer in terms of how long it takes to beat the main story, possibly. But let's talk more details on the official webpage here for the game. So for the story, after losing his memory, Goro Majima, a once feared legend in the Yakuza world, sets sail in search of treasure. Half a year ago, teaming up with Kiryu for a massive battle in the Millennium Tower, Goro Majima washes up with the wreckage of a boat on the shore of a remote, sparsely populated island with no memories, not even his own name. Majima joins forces with Noah, the young islander who saved his life, and embarks on a search for clues to his forgotten past. However, what waits for them is a powder keg world where scoundrels vie for a legendary treasure. The cast here, you got Majima, of course, Noah, Jason Rich, I guess is Noah's dad, Masaru Fujita, Terahiko Shigaki, Rodriguez, Mortimer, and Noah's little friend Goro, this little cat. When it comes to the battle, push combat to the extreme with two battle styles So I kind of talked about this before. You got the Mad Dog style, which is his signature style, which is all about speed. Majima can also use his new Sea Dog style to wield a cutlass and other Buccaneer gear. Pick the style that works for you to kick, pummel, and slash your way through the filthy bilge rats who stand in your way. Go wild and unleash chaos around the waters of Hawaii as Goro Majima? I mean, I definitely plan to. The remote island that Majima washes up on, you know, Noah finds him and Noah's family are some of the island's few inhabitants. Despite fishing being the mainstay of the local economy, pirates reminiscent of the age of discovery can be inexplicably seen sauntering around. This is releasing next year, February 28th, 2025. It is coming out on PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC via Steam, as well as Windows. So maybe it might be on Game Pass. I don't know. They didn't say anything about that. Looks to be some early purchase bonuses as well too. You got Ichiban Pirate Crew set, crew member Ichiban Kasuga, backup crew Nancy, and then you got Ichiban special outfit set where you basically get his Infinite Wealth outfit and his Yakuza Like a Dragon outfit as well. This is Ichiban. There is a deluxe edition as a legendary pirate crew pack, legendary outfit pack, ship customization pack, extra karaoke and CD pack as well. There is looks like a complete box, like physical collector's edition, limited edition box. You get Goro Majima pop-up Pirate Junior, Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza Hawaii artboard, sweet. And then you get an eye patch as well, plus the deluxe, you know, bonuses as well too. Something interesting to note here too is, at least on Steam anyway, this might be also a thing on console too, but the standard is $60 with the digital deluxe edition being $75. I'm honestly surprised they didn't go to $70 route with this one, but this is also a little bit more, you know, I think this is $10 more expensive than the Like a Dragon Gaiden game. So this also leads me to believe that maybe it's a little bit longer of an experience overall than that game, but not as long as Infinite Wealth. Can't always say for sure because pricing is what it is with these games, whether they're like shorter experiences or long experiences. Pricing is what it is, so can't fully go off just the price of that, but just something I kind of, you know, stuck out to me and I paid attention to. But this is so freaking hype. This is amazing. I am looking forward to this. I still gotta be Infinite Wealth. Oh man, I gotta get back to these Yakuza games, like these Like a Dragon games. I was actually doing another playthrough not too long ago, like early this year, of Yakuza Like a Dragon, because I wanted to play the PS5 version of it and like do more of the side stuff and side content I didn't do on the first playthrough. So I need to head back to that. I need to go to Infinite Wealth right after that, and then try to be Infinite Wealth before this one comes out, just because there's at least some parts of Infinite Wealth that will tie into, or I need to know as part of this game, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. But yeah, I want to reiterate here the key points, the key features and things about this game here before I wrap up. Basically, this is a new Like a Dragon game announced at RGG Summit. So the main protagonist you play as Goro Majima. You are him. You're not playing as anybody else as of right now. It's fantastic that we get to play as Majima again in a Like a Dragon game. I think the last like main time we played as him was in Zero. There were a few other games in there. Obviously, we played as him like as a side thing, but it was like he was relegated to basically being like a side sort of character, a side content type of experience. Like I think Majima's Construction was one thing you did where you played as him technically, and then there's probably I think one or two other things, but Yakuza 0 you actually like would switch between him and Kiryu. So, and he was actually he was basically one of the dual protagonists in that. This time he's the solo protagonist, which is freaking awesome. I love it. And like I said, to reiterate, Majima washes up on a remote island, loses memory, and reinvents himself as a pirate captain. That's freaking awesome. It's action adventure with flashy action combat. So I know Like a Dragon has gone more of like the RPG route in terms of the genre and what it is. So I guess this still might be considered an RPG, or at least have RPG elements to it, because even the more action like beat 'em up style of games are, I guess at this point, considered to be RPGs now. So this may still be considered an RPG technically, even though it's action adventure. You can jump while in battle for the first time in Yakuza Like a Dragon series. Combos, juggles, and aerial combat will be a part of the game as well. Majima has two fighting styles: the Mad Dog style, focused on speed and instinctual flash moves; Sea Dog pirate style, dual wield swords, cutlass, you can throw like a boomerang, battle wire, firearms, and lots of feel-good slashing action. You got 3 of the areas to explore, which are Hawaii, Rich Island, and Atlantis. Customized outfits with around 200 items as well. Mini games such as Dragon Kart, Crazy Delivery, and Karaoke are going to be in there. Monado Girls, if I'm saying it right. Masaru's Love Journey with a live action cutscenes apparently. And release date coming February 28th, 2025 to PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, guys. So there you have it. All right, freaking amazing, awesome stuff there. I'm excited. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments about this. Are you a Like a Dragon fan? Have you never played any of the games yet? Are you looking forward to this one? Is this maybe going to be your first entry? Things like that. I know it's a lot of games in the franchise. Do not feel overwhelmed by that. You know, you can start, I would say, either 0 or even Yakuza Kiwami, but I recommend you play 0. And they're not super long games at the end of the day. They're really not super long games in terms of the main story. I would say the only ones that are like the 2 longest to beat would be Yakuza Like a Dragon and Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, because those are definitely more the RPG style and turn-based combat. And so those are going to take at least a good 50 hours for the main story, if not longer. Plus there's a bunch of side content, side quests, and all that stuff to do. You know, that's in those 2 games specifically, that and side activities like a ton you can do that makes experience even longer, to possibly being over 100-hour type experience if you do that on a first playthrough, that is. But yeah, we'll love to hear from you guys. What do you think about this? I'm hype. I definitely want to get this day one if I can and just play it, experience it. Majima is back, baby. Oh yeah, so good. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please smash that like. It helps out a ton. Subscribe if you're new. My name's Mike. Thanks for watching.